Good morning, right to Bear Arms, Virginia. Brandon Howard with you this morning. We tried to do this Facebook Live, but we were having some technical difficulties at the time, so I'm just going to record it and then upload it for everybody. Today is the day. We are going to Alexandria, Delegate Mark Levine's home, 805 Rivergate Place, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. That's the address. We're going to tell Mark Levine to withdraw his bill, House Bill 961. He wants to send armed men to our house with the intent to confiscate, arrest, and possibly even kill you and your families because you refuse to have your rights taken away from you, just as I do. So we're going to tell Mark Levine, we know where you live. And armed citizens of the Commonwealth, we're going to come to your house, to your doorstep. But we're not going with the intent to confiscate, to arrest, and to kill. We're going with the intent to peacefully protest, to protect our Second Amendment right, the right that our Creator gave us, and then our Constitution of the United States guaranteed in the Second Amendment, and then our founders of Virginia guaranteed in the Article 1, Section 13 of the Virginia Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a turning point in our lives. We're in a turning point of our history. It's time that we take our destiny back into our own hands. We're going to go to Mark Levine's house. We're not going to enter his property. We're going to be peacefully on the sidewalk in front of his property. And we're going to let him know. You cannot, you will not, and you shall not deprive the citizens of the Commonwealth of our God-given rights. Just because you don't like a gun is not my damn problem. It's not your problem. It's not the law-abiding citizen's problem. That's your problem, Mark Levine's problem. And I am not going to let you harm the law-abiding citizens of this Commonwealth by making them criminals overnight because Mark Levine hates liberty. Because Mark Levine is a traitor to this nation. Because Mark Levine is a tyrant. And we all know what's on our flag. It translates very simple. Thus all tyrants. The lady literally crushing her foot upon the tyrant and a spear. So we know what that means. Mark Levine, you know what that means. All you Democrats in the House, all you Democrats in the Senate, trying to strip our rights, you know what that means. We have 4 boxes of liberty, ladies and gentlemen. Those 4 boxes are the soapbox. And we're going to use our soapbox today. Then we had the ballot box. We used that in November, and it did not go the way it should have went. But that's fine. We got more elections coming up. But when Mark Levine and his fellow Democrats in the Senate and the House, they pass these unconstitutional laws, we're going to use our 3rd box of liberty, and that's the jury box. We're going to fight this as vigorously as possible in court. And hopefully we shall never see the 4th box of liberty. The 4th box of liberty being the cartridge box. Because the last thing we want is to shed blood on our own soil. Now that's not to say that will never happen. I pray to our God that it does never happen. At least not in my lifetime. But unfortunately, the way the Democrats are doing things today, it's becoming a very real reality that we may see bloodshed on our own soil because these tyrants who are sitting in Richmond. We have the Second Amendment of the Constitution, and we have Article 1, Section 13 of the Virginia Constitution for a reason. So our founders knew there will be a day to come when tyrants try to take over our government. And they put that into our constitutions for us, the citizens, to defend our own liberty, to protect our liberty and our prosperity for our generations to come. I've lived 43 years, in a few days make that 44 years, with liberty. here as a U.S. citizen. I have deployed multiple times as an infantryman in the Army to stand for those liberties. I swore an oath to our Constitution, and that oath not only to the Constitution, that oath to the American people, that I'll support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Delegate Levine, you and the rest of your comrades, your communist friends up there in Richmond, you tyrants, you traitors to our nation, you are a domestic threat to the Constitution of the United States. I take my oaths to my grave. I will defend my oath with my life if I have to. I'm prepared to do that. I hope I don't have to do that. But yes, I am prepared. As every Virginian who's a law-abiding citizen, with the threat of their liberty being stolen from them through your Democrat unconstitutional activities. But today is about peace through strength. We know where you live. And now you're going to know that we know where you live. We know where all your Democrat friends live. And we will not sit by idle and allow you and your compadres to rob us of our birthright. The rights of every American citizen guaranteed under the Constitution that were granted to us by our Creator. Just like in 1775, we had a great patriot, our first governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Mr. Patrick Henry. Great man once said, "Give me death or give me liberty. And liberty we shall have, because we will be damned if you try to take our liberty from us." We're going to challenge you with the soapbox, the ballot box, and the jury box. And you better hope to hell we never make that fourth box of liberty. Don't take this as a threat, because it is not. These are facts. These rights were guaranteed us by our founders in the Constitution. They put the Second Amendment into the Constitution for a reason. They put Article 1, Section 13 into the Virginia Constitution for a reason. Because they knew one day you tyrants are going to poke out your sick head because of the snakes that you are. They know the serpent was going to come and strike. And yes, you Democrats are the serpents. And us law-abiding citizens will not surrender to your ways. We love this country. We love this Commonwealth. And that we will defend. So be warned. We're going to your house today, Mr. Mark Levine. Withdraw your bill, House Bill 961, because we will not go quietly into the night. We're going to stand shoulder to shoulder in defense of what our Creator gave us and our founders guaranteed us. You, sir, are a traitor to this nation. You, sir, are a tyrant. You, sir, and all your fellow Democrats trying to steal our birthright guaranteed us under our constitutions. It ain't gonna happen. So, Right to Bear Arms Virginia, friends, neighbors, Virginians, we'll see y'all at 1 o'clock. 805 Rivergate Plaza, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. Because Mr. Mark Levine, don't send the innocent to come do your dirty work. If this all goes through, I want you, sir, personally, to come and try to take my gun, come try to take my property, legally purchased and legally owned. Because if you are the one, or whoever you send are the one, beware and be known. I hope you kissed your wife. I hope you kissed your husband. I hope you kissed your children goodbye before you come and try to take mine. Because that's the last time you would ever have kissed them in your life. Because you're only getting my gun one way. And that's with the business end.